What's up, YouTube? You know, I've been thinking about this, right? Ever since my last live. I've been thinking about this, and it's like one thing I dislike the most, right? One thing that I dislike the most is when a grown individual, particularly a grown man, want to tell you how you not keeping it 100. Want to tell you how you not, you know what I'm saying? You're not keeping it real. And if anybody been following my channel for a while, if anybody have watched any of my videos for any length of time, what you will find out very quickly is I'm all about accountability. I'm all about self-awareness. I'm all about having an understanding. Do you feel? So when a grown individual tell me you're not keeping it real, I have an issue with that. And no, I'm not gonna get emotional. Nah, bro. I'm a grown man out here, man. I move accordingly. But peep game. If you're gonna have an issue about another individual and say somebody not keeping it real, not keeping it one thou wow, make sure. My only request is for you to make sure you keeping it real with yourself. Do you feel? Make sure you keeping it one thou wow with yourself. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing, the biggest gripe I have when somebody got something a whole lot to say about somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because have you looked in the mirror? Have you looked into the camera and looked back at yourself? And have you been honest with yourself? Huh? See, I'm not the type, you know what I'm saying, just to talk reckless, just to talk reckless. Nah. I'm not the type to just really say reckless things just because I can. That's not my get down. That's not what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? If any man, in my opinion, if any man is not comfortable being uncomfortable, how can you talk about somebody else? Meaning, if you come at me and say how I'm not keeping it real, my question to you is, what am I not keeping it real about? Because are you real enough to recognize your own issues? See, before you check somebody else, man, you need to check your own house, man. You need to pull back them curtains, man. Let some sunlight up in here, man, and really see what's going on. It's like I don't get it, man. You quick to talk about somebody else and what somebody else ain't doing right when you in a bad situation your damn self. When you did people wrong yourself, man. When you out here fronting for the people, man. You all on the gram talking about this is yours and it's a rental. You on the internet telling folks how you're living when you still at your mama house, huh? When you still shacking up going Dutch. See, this is a grown man conversation right now I'm talking about. So before you come for somebody else, make sure your house is in order, man. Because I'm gonna tell you mine is well taken care of, huh? I'm gonna tell you mine. I stand on what I stand on because I produce, huh? You know what I mean? Something need to be done. I'm that guy. You know what I mean? When bills need to be paid, huh? When things is looking, kind of bleak for you, who was the person you called? But I'm not keeping it real. Huh? It's not just about money. It's about your way of life, your way of thinking. See, I'm not here to talk down about any individual directly. This is a general statement I am speaking. So this is when keeping it real, when keeping it 1,000 goes wrong. Because you thought you was gonna come and holler, check me about something, right? Which I'm not saying I can't be checked on. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is make sure when you come for somebody, you comfortable when they come at you. See, a lot of individuals be quick to talk about somebody, talk about a female, talk about a relationship, talk about, oh man, if I was in this position, if I had your position, I would do yeah, 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 right? Well, the question is, instead of you talking about what this person is not doing or what they could have been doing, what are you doing? See, everything is cool when you can put the blame on somebody else. Everything is cool when nobody has to focus on you. Everything is cool when you're not uncomfortable. See, as a grown man, I can tell you one thing. You're gonna be in a lot of uncomfortable situations. And that's why I always talk about, you know what I mean, not being too emotional and being direct in what you're talking about, being direct on your standards, being direct on your terms and conditions. See, if you ain't got none of that, I don't know what to tell you, man. Before you get to level 10, you got to go through level 1 through 9. Do you feel? Huh? And better yet, if you're going to be quick to talk about somebody, right? If you're quick to make a whole bunch of assumptions, opinions, and say that you the realest, right? How real are you in your own life? That's the question. Do you feel? You know? And if you're new to my channel, all I bring to you is nothing but good game. Good conversation, good motivation, and hopefully some type of inspiration. I am Sean B. Stoller. Let's go. You know, but I'm telling you, man, some of these individuals is ridiculous, man. You know what I'm saying? They want to be quick to tell you, hey, what you ain't doing right, or how they feel like you wasn't real about this situation. Well, who told you that you had the power? You feel me? You had the influence to feel like you have the ability to make that statement. Meaning, did you meet the criteria of being a real individual first? You know what I'm saying? It's like somebody who's a robber, right? If somebody's a robber, going to complain about how somebody else is robbing. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real though, like, you can't talk about somebody realness when you not even real in the situation. You know what I mean? It's like, what are you really out here doing? Because one thing I always had an issue with is how somebody can be like, "Oh, you not keeping it real." Well, what is real to you? Because what we need to have an understanding of is what is your realness? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you really standing on? What are your standards? What are your terms and conditions? Because guess what? No matter where you go in life, there is a terms and conditions. The internet you're using, huh? The cell phone you using, huh? Wherever you work at, your employer. Even if you don't have your own business, you have a standard for your business. Do you feel me? I'm just saying, man. When keeping it real, when keeping it 1,000 go wrong, is what these individuals when they not even real in their own life. Huh? You want to talk about somebody how they not taking care of this, they not taking care of that. But if you got kids, are your kids straight? You know what I'm saying? Are you really independent with your life? Or do you need others to help you pay your bills? See, this is a grown folk conversation I'm having right now. If you a little kid, a little youngster, man, you're not gonna understand this terminology I'm speaking right now. So before you check somebody else, make sure you check your own self first. Make sure you check your household. Pull back them blinds, man. Clean that carpet up first, man. Make sure that kitchen is clean, man. Before you talk about somebody house is dirty. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. You know? So I was just a little, you know, when the dude told me, "Oh, you ain't keeping it real." What you mean not keeping it real, huh? Everything I bring to you is nothing but good game, huh? My conversation is not low frequency conversations, man. So I'm kind of confused with your statement. You know what I'm saying? You know? That's why I said, you know what, I'm gonna get on this mic this morning. I normally record at night. I'm recording this early in the morning because I just had to get on this mic and come out here and just really put this into the universe because to anybody that's really real with their life and whatever your standards are, whatever your beliefs are, you stand on that. To me, that's being real. When you're not trying to uphold some fake street code, when you ain't out here trying to front for others, that's keeping it real to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I work, I got a corporational job and I do this YouTube. This is what my passion, this is what I do. I never denied any of that. So what's not keeping it real? Because I ain't on here talking stick talk all day, talking about ops, who shot who laying up with who. Nah, bro. I'm here to elevate, man. I'm not on that low vibration, low vibration type of conversation. You can go to them others for that, man. You feel me? I'm all about accountability, huh? And being comfortable, being uncomfortable, because that's what life is. Do you feel, you know? So it's just like, I do not get it. I don't get it. So when somebody say you ain't being real, when somebody say, you know what I mean? You're not keeping it 1,000 while you're not a real individual. Make sure you check their qualifications first. Because first of all, before you can talk about at least about me, I'm gonna tell you straight up, because I got standards for myself. I need to find out what your criteria is first. I need to have an understanding of you. Because I don't put down the next man or one man unless we have a rapport together, unless we have some type of encounter that we encountered each other, had some type of experience together. Before I do make any blanket statements, I need to have that type of communication first. And other than that, I just speak in general. You feel me? So when we gonna get to that, huh? When is that going to be a standard, huh? Like I said, I'm all about stepping into your greatness, man. That's what I'm about. You want to know what I keep it real about is stepping into your greatness, huh? Putting yourself in position so you can win. And whoever that you have kids or in a relationship in your community, huh? You can benefit others in your life, man, in a positive way, pushing positivity, huh? So that's the thing. I'm not out here just to talk, man. So before you come for the beastola, man, make sure you in order, huh? You know, go ahead, hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Because all I bring to you is nothing but good game, huh? You know, it's like the more I think about it, right? I think of it like this, right? I feel like if a person always have an opinion on your situation, when you out here trying to get things cracking, when you out here moving and doing what you got to do, when somebody always have an opinion about you, you need to flip that around and look at them and say, what do you got going on for yourself, man? Because you got a whole lot to say about me, right? What are you really out here doing, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you really about? Because I'm kind of confused. Because from my understanding, what I see and how I deal with life, when you out here moving and you out here trying to get to where you trying to get to in life, you really don't have a lot of downtime. You really don't have a lot of just empty minutes and long gaps of time where you just sit around all day. You know what I'm saying? For you to just really have that enough time to really focus on somebody else and what they got going on. Unless that's your job. Unless you some type of reporter, you know what I'm saying? Where you that your job is to report about other people's business all day. If that ain't you, man, what are you doing? If you don't get paid for your gossip, man, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. So I said all that to say this. If any individual got a whole lot of time to talk about you, I will say majority of the time they don't have nothing going on in their life. So how the hell you got an opinion about me? Because every time you see me, I'm moving, man. I'm out here getting things done, man. I'm pursuing things, getting after it. And all you can do is critique. What are you critiquing? Do you feel? Huh? What are you critiquing, man? And all on top of all that, how do you have those qualifications to come from me? Huh? Who said that you was the Holy Grail? Who said that you was the one that had all the answers? Who said that you even had the qualifications to give me them answers? Huh? Do you feel? Huh? You can't check me, boy. You can't check me, man. I don't even value like I don't value you like that, huh? Do you even value yourself like that, huh? That's my standard. You know what I'm saying? See, I'm highly confused, man. I'm highly confused when you ain't out here, when you not out here getting things cracking, but you got a whole lot of cracking for me, huh? You know what I'm saying? You probably one of them dudes still staying at your grandma's house, huh? You know what I'm saying? You probably one of them individuals still staying at your grandmama house where, you know, the only thing she watching the house is the news and Oprah Winfrey, man. And after 8 o'clock, you gotta turn the lights off. Uh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So don't come for me, man. Step your weight up, not your hater. You know what I'm saying? You probably one of them type of individuals where you all you do is complain about what somebody else ain't doing when you ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? You probably one of them individuals where you look at somebody else's situation and wish you was them. Huh? You look at somebody else's situation and you wish you was them. Ever since I've been a grown individual, I never want to be nobody but myself. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're doing better than me, if we could have a conversation, that's one thing. But me wanting to be you, never. I may not have as much money as you. I may not have as many subscribers as you. I may not get as many likes as you, but I never want to be you, dog. I am who I am, and I accept that. And that's who I am, bruh. Do you feel? You know what I'm saying? See, that's the first one. That's my opinion. That's the biggest mistake of all, man. How you claim you real and you wish you was somebody else? You wish you had somebody else position. That's what I'm confused with. 'Cause I don't care who you are. I don't care what type of celebrity you are. I don't care how much money you have, how many females you have, how many whatever, bruh. I don't want to be you. Now, if we can have a conversation and I get some motivation from you, absolutely. I'll take that. Yes. This ain't a movie, man. I ain't trying to swap bodies, bruh. You feel me? I don't want your life. I want my own, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say get some game about yourself, man. Elevate yourself, man. And get that hate about you. Do you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Get that hate about you, huh? That sound good, huh? I had a video many months ago. Tried to tell you then, but you didn't listen though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get that hate about you, man. And I know you might got a family of haters, man. You know what I'm saying? You come from a long line of haters, huh? That's all you do is just sit around and critique the other successful people, huh? While y'all, you know what I'm saying, breaking down backwoods, sharing blunts, huh? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? And I ain't coming at nobody that smoke. That's just that was a good line. I like that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you doing out here, man? I'm highly confused, huh? You know? And don't tell me, oh man, oh, I keep it player. Okay. You the player type, huh? So you the type to run away from issues, huh? You know what I'm saying? You the player type. You can't face your responsibilities, huh? You feel me? See, this is a grown folk conversation only. If you're a baby boy, you won't get this. If you're still thinking on a little man page, you're still thinking as a little man out here, you're not going to understand this conversation because I'm not here to bring you the fluff. You know what I'm saying? It's like at some point in life, you're going to come to a crossroad, right? At some point in life, you're going to come to that crossroad where you have to make a decision because it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what type of resources you have. At some point in time, you're going to have to make a decision for yourself. And then that's when life gets real. Life gets real when you the one that got to pay them bills, man. Life get real when you have to be uncomfortable and you have to be comfortable at that. Do you feel? Because everything is cool when everything is cool. But what happens when it's not cool? What happens when you have to produce in this game of life? When you have to pursue things, get after things. Where's the realness in that? You know? Where is the realness in that? Because it's like some people have a whole lot to say about your situation, right? Some people may have a whole lot to say about your situation. But in my opinion, the only reason why they have so much to say about your situation is either A, they see themselves in you, and either it could be B, that it shows their own personal insecurities in themselves. Because they look at you, they see how you out here getting things cracking. They look at you and see how you elevate. And they probably had some of the similar type of opportunities that you may have had, but the way you executed it, the way you handled it, the way you pursued it, you achieved a higher level that they ever could. So that's, to me, that's when that hating starts. That's when that low key hating, seep in because they see a whole lot of them in you, but then they also see what they did wrong. They also see that they couldn't achieve the things that you achieve. So that's when that hate kick in. So that's when they want to tell you when you're not keeping it real. They want to tell you, oh man, you could have done it this way. But instead of you focusing on what I didn't do, won't you focus on you? Do you feel? Huh? Shout out to Will, man. Appreciate that. You know, because it's like, especially if you're a grown individual, right? If you're a grown individual out here, you shouldn't have a whole lot of time to be focusing on a lot of negativity, man. Especially if you got responsibilities, especially when you got goals, you got accomplishments, you got things you're trying to get after. If you worrying about somebody else all the time, that really reflects your reality and what you not out here doing, huh? So get some game about yourself. Get an understanding of yourself. And when that happens, watch how you have less time for a whole bunch of negativity. You have less time for individuals that's not out here pushing. You have less time for people that's just not on your level. And it's not like you better than, you greater than. Nah, it's nothing like that. It's just that when you trying to get after what you're getting after, it's like we all have, we all looking for that inspiration. We all looking for somebody to you feel like, you can have a real conversation with. And if you on some type of low frequency or some hood mentality, and that's not your get down, at some point in time, that conversation is going to be cut short. It's going to end because now I'm entering a space where me and you don't have no type of, we not compatible no more, huh? You know what I mean? It don't compute after a certain level. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I personally feel that's when a lot of individuals be like, "Oh, you ain't keeping it real no more. Oh, you ain't keeping it real." What you mean I'm not keeping it real? Because I'm not still on that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on that hood mentality. I'm not on that low frequency type of conversation no more. I can still do that, but why though? I'm not here trying to prove nothing to you. I'm not here trying to get your approval. It's either we gonna connect or we not, huh? We either gonna have an understanding or we not, and that's okay. But that doesn't elect you to say reckless things about an individual when you ain't out here pursuing it, huh? So to anybody out there, especially to my subscribers, I appreciate you. And anybody new to my channel, just know this: you have to be aware of yourself first, get an understanding, and understand your position in life and what you're trying to get after. And when you have people in your life that's not beneficial to you, that's not, open enough to receive things in different ways, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just got to cut people loose or leave people where they're at, while you continue pushing and moving forward to where you trying to go. Because in my opinion, not everybody is meant to be with you forever, friend or family. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point in time, you're going to have a disconnect somewhere in there. And if they can't evolve, if they can't recognize that they need to change, then you have to make that change, huh? Do you feel? So I appreciate your time. I'm gonna drop another video tonight. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate anybody that watched my channel for any length of time. And if you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? And also go back and watch a lot of my other videos. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm telling you, I'm just dropping you straight good game and all my videos. All I'm here to do is bring you nothing but good game, good conversation, good motivation, and hopefully some type of inspiration. I am Sean B. Stola. Until next time, peace.